Hello children. In the previous 3 sessions we were learning triangles. In the last session you had learned the theorem on areas of similar triangles. Based on that we will solve few problems. Let triangle ABC similar. This is similar to triangle DEF and their areas be respectively 64 square centimeter and 121 square centimeter. If EF is equal to 15.4 centimeter, find BC. What does the areas of similar triangles say? Area, if two triangles are similar, here it is similar. Therefore, area of triangle ABC, the ratio of the triangles ABC and DEF will be equal to square of the ratios of their corresponding sides. Here, areas are given. And how do we take the corresponding sides? I have already told you. If it is ABC is similar to DEF, the corresponding sides will be AB and DE, and then BC and EF, then AC and DF. We will go this way cyclic. So AB by DE will be equal to BC by EF will be equal to AC by DF. The squares, they are squares. So here we want EF. Which is the corresponding side for EF? It will be BC. The corresponding side for EF will be BC. So BC by EF the whole square. This is what the theorem says. Areas of similar triangles. Now they have given the areas 64 by area of DEF is 121. We need to find out BC. We retain BC here. EF value is 15.4, the whole square. Right hand side there is a square and these are perfect squares. 64 is 8 square. 8 into 8 is 64 and 121 is 11 into 11. So they are perfect squares. Instead of writing 8 square by 11 square, we can write 8 by 11 the whole square is equal to BC by 15.4 the whole square. By taking the square roots, we can remove the squares. This implies 8 by 11 is equal to BC by 15.4. Therefore, BC will cross multiply. BC is equal to 8 into 15.4 by 11, which is nothing but 11.2 centimeters. Next problem, diagonals of a trapezium ABCD with AB parallel to DC. So let's draw trapezium ABCD with AB is parallel to DC. These two sides intersect each other at point O, the diagonals. The diagonals intersect at point O. If AB is equal to 2 times of CD, find the ratio of the areas of triangles. There are 2 triangles formed here. We need to find the ratio of the areas AOB and COD. In triangles AOB and COD, and triangle COD, angle OAB is equal to angle OCD. What type of angles are these? These are alternate angles because AB is parallel to CD and the line and the diagonal AC acts like a transversal. Similarly, angle CDO will be equal to ABO because of the same reason, alternate angles. AB is parallel to CD and DB acts like a transversal. Angle OAB is equal to angle OCD, angle OBA equal to angle CDO. Why? Because of alternate angles. And then we can also give the reason AB is parallel to this. Since these two angles are equal, we can conclude that therefore triangle AOB is equal to triangle AOB is similar to triangle COD. By which criterion we can say conclude that triangle AOB is similar to triangle COD? By 2A criterion. You can even write 2A similarity criterion. Once these two triangles are similar, what we need to find out is areas of triangles. From areas of similar triangles, we know that when two triangles are similar, their ratio of the areas will be equal to ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. Here AOB, when we say AB, which is the side corresponding side, CD, their square, the ratio of the corresponding sides, the square of the ratio of the corresponding sides. But here the condition given here is AB is equal to 2CD. AB, in place of AB we can write 2CD divided by CD the whole square, which is nothing but CD, which is nothing but 2 square by 1, which is 4 by 1. Therefore, area of triangle AOB by area of triangle COD is 4:1. We will go to the next problem. Prove that ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the square of the ratio of their corresponding medians. What is a median? In any triangle, a line which passes through a vertex, let ABC be a triangle, a line which passes through a vertex and the midpoint of the opposite side. Which is the opposite side for this vertex A? BC is the opposite side and this is the midpoint. So line which passes through the vertex and the midpoint of the opposite side is called as median. AD is the median here. So how many vertices are there in a triangle? 3 vertices are there, A, B and C. So we can draw another median from the vertex B to opposite side, which is the midpoint of M, AC. And there is another vertex C. From C we will draw another median which intersects the midpoint of ABN. So all these medians intersect at a point called as centroid. Please copy down this. This is important to solve the other problems in our subsequent chapters. So what is a centroid? Centroid is a point at where the 3 medians of a triangle intersect. So we will go to the problem. Here consider 2 triangles ABC and PQR. We need to draw the medians. So the midpoint is N and N. So now we know what is the midpoint. So now we know what is a median. So this is a median is a line which passes through the vertex and the midpoint of the opposite side. M is the midpoint for BC. N is the midpoint for QR. Midpoint in the sense BM will be equal to MC. QN is equal to NR. We have denoted that. So what is given in the question? Triangle ABC. is similar to triangle PQR. Ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is already given. So they are similar. What we need to prove? Areas of two similar triangles. Area of triangle ABC, the ratio of area of triangle ABC and PQR is equal to the square of the ratio of their corresponding medians. Corresponding medians, we know that the area of the similar triangles is equal to the square of the ratio of corresponding sides. Here it is median. Medians are AM and PN. AN by PN the whole square. This is what has to be proven. Here, if you go to the proof, let AM and PN be the medians of triangle ABC and PQR respectively. We know the triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. How? Because it is given. Therefore, by similarity, areas of similar triangles theorem, area of triangle ABC, we can simply denote it as area of triangle ABC. Area of triangle PQR is equal to square of the ratio of corresponding sides. Here we will take only BC. What is the corresponding side for BC? It is QR. BC by QR the whole square. This implies BC is equal to M is a point which is a midpoint for BC. Therefore, BM is equal to MC. So BC we can write it as BM plus MC. Similarly, we can write for QR QN plus NR. We will substitute this in 1. Substituting in 1. Area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR is equal to, in place of BC, BM plus MC by QN plus NR the whole square. But this is equal to BM is equal to MC because it's a median. We can write 2BM by 2QN. The reason being M is the midpoint. M and for QN it is N. We can write M and N are the midpoints. M and N are midpoints. Now this is getting reduced to BM and QN. 2 gets cancelled. It is now BM by QN the whole square. Area of ABC by area of PQR. We will name this as equation 2. So we have got the ratio of area of ABC by area of triangle PQR as BM by QN the whole square. Now we will consider in this triangle which is formed by the medians. In triangle ABM and PQN and triangle PQN, angle B is equal to angle Q. Why? Because We know that the triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Therefore, angle B will be equal to angle Q. The corresponding angles will be equal. Since triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, angle B is equal to angle Q. Angle and AB by PQ, the corresponding sides, is equal to BM by QN. So the corresponding two pairs of corresponding sides are, the ratios are equal and the angle between the corresponding sides are equal. So therefore we can conclude triangle ABM is similar to triangle PQN. Which criterion? SAS criterion. Once it is similar, the corresponding sides are proportional. That is AM by PN is equal to BC by QR. Therefore, once this is equal, we can substitute BC by AM by PN is equal to BM by QN. We are considering these two triangles. Okay, AM by PN is equal to BM by QN. We can substitute BM by QN in equation 2. In equation 2, we have area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR is equal to square of BM by QN. In place of BM by QN, we can substitute AM by PN. Substituting above, substituting for equation 2, we get area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR is equal to AM by PN the whole square. AM by PN is nothing but the medians, hence proven. We will move on to Pythagoras theorem, one of the very important theorems in the exam point of view. We have 5 theorems in this chapter. Practice all the theorems, all are very important. So what does the Pythagoras theorem say? In the right triangle, a right triangle is nothing but a triangle in which one of the angle is 90 degree. So we say right angled triangle. In short, it's right triangle. In this, ABC is a right triangle in which angle B is 90 degree. The square, what we need to prove is the square of the hypotenuse. What do you mean by hypotenuse? The side which is opposite to 90 degrees. Here this side, this symbol is nothing but perpendicular symbol which says it is 90 degrees. The side which is opposite to 90 degrees is AC. The square of, and that is called as hypotenuse. The square of the hypotenuse is AC square is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. The other two sides are AB and BC. The sum of their squares, AB square plus BC square, is equal to square of the hypotenuse AC. This is what we need to prove. Given is ABC is a right triangle. Angle B is 90 degree here. In triangle ABC, we have taken angle B as 90 degree. What we need to prove? The hypotenuse here is AC, which is a side opposite to 90 degree. AC square, the square of the hypotenuse, is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, AB square plus BC square. This is what we need to prove. We will do a construction to prove this. Draw a perpendicular from point B to AC, and we will name it D. Draw AD, not AD, it's BD perpendicular to AC. Perpendicular, so this is 90 degrees. We are representing it this way, right, for perpendicular or 90 degrees. So proof, we will go to the proof now. In triangle, there are three triangles. ABC is one triangle. After we drew the perpendicular line, we have two more triangles formed, two more right triangles formed, BDA and BDC, because at point D there are two angles formed 90 degrees. So we have two right triangles, BDC and BD, BDA and BDC. In triangle ADB, triangle ADB and triangle ABC. First we will consider triangle ADB and this triangle and ABC. Why do we name it as ADB instead of ABD? Because angle D at point D 90 degrees formed and angle B at B 90 degrees formed. When you write it this way, we can write the corresponding sides. AD's corresponding side will be AD. DB's corresponding side will be BC. So always write it in the correct cyclic order. In triangle ADB and ABC, angle ADB is equal to angle ABC, which is 90 degrees. Angle A is common. For both the triangles, angle A is common. Therefore, triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC. By using which criterion? 2A criterion. We can conclude that triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC. Now we can write the corresponding sides are proportional. AD by, what is the corresponding side for AD? It is AB is equal to AB. Corresponding side for AB will be AC. And now we can cross multiply AD into AC, AD into AC is equal to AB into AB, which is AB square. Name this equation 1. Next we will consider in triangles one more pair of right triangles, BDC and ABC. In triangles BDC and triangle ABC. Why? Again, for the same reason we have written BDC, because at D and at B there are 90 degrees formed. So angle BDC is equal to angle ABC. Which angle is formed? 90 degrees. And which is the angle common for BDC and ABC? Angle C is common. Angle C is common. Therefore, we can say triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC. Once we conclude that triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC, their corresponding sides are proportional. Which are the corresponding sides we are going to take? Here we will take DC. What is the corresponding side for DC? It is BC. DC by BC is equal to, we will take BC. What is the corresponding side for BC here? AC. Now cross multiply. DC into AC is equal to BC into BC, which is BC square. Name it equation 2. We have equation 1 here and equation 2 here. We will add these two equations. Adding equation equations 1 and 2. That is AD into AC is equal AD into AC plus DC into AC is equal to AB square on the right hand side and BC square. AB square plus BC square. We are adding these two equations. How do we add? Left hand side and right hand side. Here AC is common. We are left with AD plus DC. Take AC common. Right hand side we retain AB square plus BC square. What is AD plus DC? AD plus DC is nothing but AC. AC into the one which is within the brackets. AD plus DC is nothing but AC. Retain the right hand side. AC into AC. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Which was supposed to be proven. That is, a square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. We will go to the converse of Pythagoras theorem. What does it say? In a triangle, if square of one side, we will consider AC as the side, square of one side is equal to AC square is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. If AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, then the angle opposite to the first side, that is B is opposite to the first side, is 90 degree. We need to prove. So what is given? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. The 90 degree is at B. So what we need to prove? Angle B is equal to 90 degrees. We need to prove. So we will not represent that in the triangles. Construction. Consider another triangle. Consider triangle PQR such that angle PQR is a right triangle which is angled 90 degree at Q, and PQ is equal to AB, PQ is equal to AB, and QR is equal to BC. This is a construction that we are doing. Consider triangle PQR such that PQ is equal to AB and QR is equal to BC, and angle Q is equal to 90 degrees. So PQR is a right triangle. ABC we have to prove it is a right triangle and the 90 degree is at B. We need to prove that. Here PQR is a right triangle in which Q is 90 degree, PQ is equal to AB and QR is equal to BC. We will go to the proof. We know that in triangle PQR, Q is 90 degrees. This is by construction. Therefore, angle Q is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, we conclude PR square. The side which is opposed to 90 degrees, PR is a hypotenuse, is equal to PQ square plus QR square. This is by Pythagoras theorem. Now, we know that PQ, by construction, PQ is equal to AB, QR is equal to BC. So we substitute that. Here, AB, in place of PQ, you can write AB. In place of QR, we will write BC. BC square. Now, from the given, we can write AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. PR square is equal to AC square. This is because it's given. In place of AB square plus BC square, we can write AC square. If PR square is equal to AC square, PR is equal to AC. We will name this 1. PR is equal to AC. Now in triangles ABC and triangle PQR, we have AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, and then we have proven here AC is equal to PR. These two are done because of the construction. And this is by the equation 1, which is proven from 1. Now all these three sides are equal. Therefore, triangle ABC is, what symbol is this? Congruent. Congruent to triangle PQR. Which criterion? SSS criterion. Therefore, once these two triangles are congruent, the corresponding sides will be equal, corresponding angles will be equal. Corresponding angles are, angle C will be equal to angle R, angle B will be equal to angle Q, angle A is equal to angle P. In triangle ABC, A should be equal to P. Angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R. Therefore, why is this? By CP, CT. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Therefore, angle B is equal to angle Q, which is 90 degrees. We had to prove angle B is 90 degrees, hence proven. Once we prove that these two triangles are congruent, the corresponding angles will be equal. Therefore, here we have taken PQR as right triangle where Q is 90 degree. When Q is equal to B, B also becomes 90 degree. Hence it is proven. Okay children, we will see in the next session we will solve problems based on Pythagoras and its converse.